Morning everyone, Monday morning. So as you saw from Saturday's video, I've now got a bumper hanging off that side. It's all smushed in and I've got to fill out more insurance forms, more insurance details. Absolute cockwombles. So today we've got a RAV4 coming in. We've got to do, I think, his own head unit. I've got the fascia kit and all the leads and everything, so we're fitting that today for him. It's a very foggy day. We started with low level fog, can't even see the sky. It's just grey, but it's a bit wintry. Yesterday we had highs of 21, was recorded in Wales. That's a new November record. 21 in November. What's that about? Obviously we need to get brekkie this morning. Check that bumper's not falling off now. Yeah, breakfast, gonna go with a trusty porridge and coffee. Guy's got a camera out taking photos of cars on the side of the road. It's a bit interesting. Doesn't look like a council representative. Yeah, do the RAV4, then I'm jumping off. Sorry, my mind is all over the place this morning. I got so much going on. We got 2 more house viewings today. So 2 of the ones that we saw last week, the basically top of the hill in Marlborough Road, I like, and the one down in Rawton village outside Swindon, wifey likes. But we're kind of good with either. Like, we just want to see what we can do. The one in Old Town at Marlborough Road is a lot bigger. Space wise, it's a bigger house. It's in a good area, hence why it condones or commands a high price. Location is definitely something with that, kind of like a move to Bel Air kind of thing. That, yeah, Marlborough Road's quite nice. And the one in Rawton is lovely. Still a very expensive mortgage and a big house. But yeah, the Old Town one is slightly bigger. So we got those viewings today at 2, so I'm hoping we can get Shane, my builder mate, again. He's going to come across to get the one in Old Town. Mortgage, what they're asking price wise, our mortgage availability is not that much, not as much as the house is up for. So we basically need to point out a lot of flaws with the house and then basically beat them with a negotiating stick down to our level, and then we definitely take it. But that's the sticky that we're in at the minute. The Rawton one, mortgage is there, done, dusted, we've got enough of that. But the house in Old Town, the bigger one, I can kind of see more of a return on that one because of its location. And once it's had like a big extension, but the extension has been done within a budget that they're doing it up to make it look good and sell it. Now, if you're not familiar and not you don't have a detailed eye, you just look over stuff and think it was normal, but we've spotted a lot of, not problems, but you can see where things have not been necessarily done right. Like the parquet floor doesn't match from one side to the other because they've used laminate and tried to disguise it. The kitchen cupboards are all, falling apart and the kitchen needs redoing. Little things like the soffit, I know it's raining locally, the soffit outside the windowsills where they've got all the PVC for the extension, they've drilled through with self-tappers and then just stuck silicone over the top of the screws. Now, yeah, that kind of works, but it's just a bit Mickey Mouse, if you know what I mean. It's stuff like that. You put a proper sealing washer on it and screw it in the right way, rather than using just self-tappers. It's just, yeah, it's been done on a budget to make it look nice and saleable, and they're obviously trying to maximize their profit for what little they've got involved in the house. They bought it back in 2009 and they've sat on it for a good 10+ years, and now they've done the conversion on it. They're trying to maximize their money to move. There's nothing wrong with that. That's business at the end of the day, is what it is. But obviously we want to move into it, but we want to negotiate our risk in a kind of sensible fashion. So we need to kind of get the price right down. Now they have just reduced it because the estate agent, as we were talking to them, basically said the same thing. Everyone has said that the house is overpriced, so they've looked at that and gone, right, we'll drop some money. Now unfortunately we are going to go back to them and go, look, you know, this is where we're at. Actually your house is only worth this because of X, Y and Z, and we're going to have a whole, you know, like a bit of a report, a bit of a list of stuff that needs attending. So to get it to that kind of level, it's going to need to have, you know, X amount spent on it, which is what we want to do. You know, it is a nice house, location's good, but we've got to get over that little hurdle. They may just point blank tell us to get knotted and keep the price where it is, and in which case then we're going to move on the Broughton one. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks we'll have an answer where we're going, but obviously time is ticking for us because we've sold our house. We don't want to mess around the people that are all ready to go, so we need to kind of act quick and move, but at the same time we don't want to rush into a property that we're not going to be happy with. And I'm on the fence with Rawton. I'm either way, but I do like the old town. So gonna get some breakfast. I've talked crap enough. I will see you all soon. Lots of comments this weekend, lots of input. Appreciate everyone's support. Everyone's getting involved. Thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate that. I keep saying it, but I really do. Wish me luck. Let's see what shit happens this week. Morning, everyone. So we got our first one in this morning, a Toyota RAV4. It's the newer version. The key is beeping, so don't worry about that. It's just because the door is open. There we go, shut that up. So this has the sat-nav version inside. We've got fascia kit to go in here. Take all of this out. We've got his own Pioneer 160 to fit. Obviously I'm adding the DAB aerial, fitting microphone up here, DAB aerial over there, USB in the glove box, all the standard stuff that we do, and get this thing out. Steering controls on this one. Hopefully we've got the right stuff. And we'll get cracking on this. And then I've got a day of phoning the insurance company and getting the vehicle in for repair. I think I'm just gonna, it's quite a clear-cut case this, because I've got the footage and everything, so I think I'm just gonna bin it straight off to the insurance company, go through the hire car process, let them deliver me something, take the van away and get it done. Nice and easy, hopefully. Maybe. And dudes, here we go, job done. The steering controls obviously all work. We've got grubby fingerprints. And then we turn the key on. Yeah. Stick that microphone up. Turn that down. Low fuel. Steering controls are all working. Yeah, his own Pioneer 160 fitted in. I'll give that another sticky pad. Just let that stick up there. But yeah, this one's finished. We've got all the bits and bobs working for this Toyota. We had a choice of leads. Ordered in the C kit, which basically comes with options. To video had a coat with 2 different kinds of radio. But that's the factory navigation that's now out. And he's got his USB in the glove box here. DAB all there, microphone fallen down there, which I'll just re-stick. But that's it. I'm going to give him a call. This one's ready to go. See you in a bit. Right then, dudes, a light one today. I've been going over all the insurance stuff with the companies, getting it all started. The houses we've just been back to have a look at the second time. It's a weird one. I'm even further away from liking the Wroughton one and more so liking the Old Town one, and I think wifey has done the complete opposite with regards to the fact that she likes the Wroughton one and now doesn't like the Old Town one. So we're really in a pickle. We've got to put in an offer. I tried quizzing the estate agent, but she was very reluctant to even budge an inch and give us some information and, you know, let us know what. She's a really, I don't take this the wrong way, but she's a really bad estate agent. The guy that deals with the Wroughton one is a very good estate agent, but she doesn't want to engage at all, which is really frustrating. But we're trying to get the lowdown on everything and understand stuff, trying to quiz them for pricing, and you know, they don't want to talk, they don't want to say anything, which is a pain in the bum. But anyway, we are finished for today. We're stuffing tomorrow. I think we've got a Mazda in tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, I don't know, I haven't looked at the diary. It's here. What am I doing? See, my head's all over the place. Yeah, Mazda MX-5 tomorrow for some kicker stuff, head unit and fascia kit. So that'll be a good job. Lots going on, and snap-on, and I think some customers are visiting to price up some jobs. Sorry, this video has been a bit of a talky one. The rain has started. It's grim outside, but it's I say it's grim. It's not. It's winter time and it's England. We are not the Bahamas. This is normal. But I need to get off and get the kids from school, and then go home and sit and discuss with wifey. Oh God. Anyway, love you and leave you. See you tomorrow. Morning, everyone. 7 o'clock. As you can see, the rain has started. We've got pretty much a week of this, but it's very autumnal. I like it. The temperature's dropped. We're nearly down to single digits, which is great. Winter is coming. So Snap on Tuesday today. Jodie's gonna make a visit. I've got a Mazda coming in today, Mazda MX-5 Mark II. He is having full fascia kit. It's a Bose edition car, so it'll have an amplifier behind the driver's seat in the rear cubby. We've got Pioneer head unit to do. We've got front speaker adapters to do. Change the kicker speakers change 4 kicker speakers in the doors. And we've got to do an under seat HS8. to give him a little bit of bass, improve that signal of the stereo sound inside that car. So a good upgrade today, hopefully nice and steady. I spent most of yesterday filling out the details for the insurance with the bell end that crashed into me on Saturday. They basically took my details. His insurance company have actually sent me a text saying I think he's insured with LV, which is good that he's insured, but yeah, they basically said don't go for your insurance, come to us. See what happens. Can't really drive it too far or fast because the bumper pops out and then catches the wind and tries to leave the car. But we're on the way to get breakfast, porridge and a coffee this morning. Keep up the healthy routine. We've had a few more subscribers, loads more comments. Appreciate everyone's input. The accident damage certainly invoked lots of people watching it. Or the title, should I say? It wasn't meant to be clickbait because it was just a bad occurrence, but it certainly got some views. It was just there actually. That's just where he crashed into me. But I'm going to get off to work, get me breakfast, have a chat with the guys next door, and start the day as we mean to go on. You're supposed to wait for people coming from the right. You're probably going to beat your horn. Someone's clearly not awake this morning. See you in a bit, guys. Hey everyone, how are we doing? Right, so I've already started with this. This is our MX-5 job today. We've got standard radio out currently. So we've removed the factory stereo, it's got Bose. Taken out the gauges, swapped them over onto our new facia, which is just there. That's about ready to go in. We're all pre-wired with our resistor pack and everything else ready to go onto the Mazda system. So that's pretty much done. In here, we've got the car stripped out. We've got our subwoofer cable for the HS8, which is going to go in, run down, and then that goes up into the dash. We've got our speaker feed, our inputs, and our remote wire there. We've got our digital aerial and our microphone, and the power is already run round into the car's engine bay onto the battery. So pretty much get the head unit in, fascia in, screw it all together, done. And then we're attacking the speakers. We've got adapters to put in and new kicker components, and then the sub, which is going to go behind this seat, and then car back together. I'm just about to stop for lunch. We've been flying at this all day. I've just had a conversation with the insurance company for the guy who smacked me on Saturday, and we've agreed that they're going to do, my insurance company are not going to get involved. They're going to take hold of the case themselves. So now I'm just waiting for some phone calls, get the Mercedes rolling, get it all repaired. So I'll come back to you in a bit. We've had a few replacements from Snap-on. We had some Torx bits, exchanged of the Blue Point stuff. I had a screwdriver tip done, and yeah, not much on the flyer. I'll post the pictures up obviously about the flyer, but four pages today, pretty pointless, but we're going to crack on with this after lunch. See you soon.
we've just put the new head unit back into the Chaser. I've had this one away for a software check and redo. It's the 9700, so it's very, very well spec'd with regards to, you know, screen sharing, and 9200 DAB from Pioneer. This one obviously has the Wi-Fi, the screen share, all that kind of jazz, so we can do the stuff directly with my phone. We can go onto YouTube and I can go onto my video. So once my phone's sideways, menu, that one. There we go. So I can watch myself. That's because I'm plugged in. I can watch myself on YouTube from there. Let me just correct this because I keep connecting. That one. There we go. The Mini one yesterday, the BMW Mini with the Blue Rock stuff. Quite a cool bit. Lots going on with that one. So yeah, we can do that, and obviously all the audio works. We've got reverse camera with this one, and I've also got front camera on AV1, which is in there if I remember. Aux. No, God, it's a while since I've done this. Camera view. There we go. So I've got camera 1 and 2 that I can switch here between reverse camera, which is on the trigger, and then the front camera, which is on the sort of button here to control it, but obviously be able to view different front and rears on there. So I have my front one obviously protecting my nose, ready for car parks and stuff. But yeah, so MX-5 has been picked up. I'm just in the process of faffing around with this, getting it back in, getting it sounding good, and then we're going to get packed up, go home for a busy day. It's 5:38 already. Let's go Android Auto. Let's go back to Android Auto. Right then guys, we're done for today. Obviously Snap-on, the flyer is a 4-page flyer, pretty shit. We got a chance to change some tools finally, and I've got my gnome on the chrome, as they call it, my Snap-on Naughty Elf with parsnips for legs, with his Snap-on hoodie, repping the brand. Hell yeah, it's a bit scary. But yeah, Snap-on Tuesday's done. I'm about to shoot off home, so I will see you tomorrow for more fun. Just before we go, I forgot to mention, insurance company LV, good for you. So the guy phoned up who smacked my van, admitted full responsibility. Obviously wasn't really a lot he could say, it was blatantly his fault, but he offered, you know, no BS, straight his fault. They phoned me, going to deal with the whole thing start to finish. The wheels are already in motion. Insurance is kind of running. I've got to take my van for an estimate tomorrow at a local garage. They're going to make me an offer on it, as in what repair needs to be done, and I can either take cash in lieu settlement, do it myself, or send the van off, have a hire car, body shop, the whole 9 yards. But it's all in progress already, so good for you, LV. Credit where credit's due. It's a good insurance company, very proactive to get me away from my own insurance company to save themselves some money and deal with my claim fast. I don't really care who deals with it, as long as it's done fast, which is what's happening. So as soon as I've had the quote tomorrow, we'll know how much damage is done. The guy is a little worried by the impact with regards to what it's done underneath the vehicle, but nevertheless we shall find out tomorrow. So I'll keep you posted. We've got an appointment at 1 o'clock tomorrow. See what they say, how far the damage goes under the vehicle, or whether it's just cosmetic paint or whatever. We shall see. Tomorrow we've got to check a DAB aerial on a S-Max. So a nice chill day, which is good because I kind of need it. The last few days have been proper hectic. So that's it, me gone. See you later, bye.